Hi guys and welcome back. So it's officially been 4 months since I started this Red Tiger Lotus experiment and things have been doing pretty well to say the least. So I started the process by adding aqua soil, filling the tank up before planting the Tiger Lotus bulbs. For the first 2 months I didn't add any fertilizer because I wanted to see how the plants would grow using only the nutrients present in the aqua soil. Coming into week 4 and 5, the leaves had started to pack on some decent size. The tank continued to fill in through the rest of the second month, and now another 2 months have passed, bringing it up to how it looks today. Comparing it to day 1, the difference is massive. The Tiger Lotus has completely changed in size and in colour, pushing out a mix of deep red and green leaves. From the second month onwards, I started regularly fertilizing the tank. This caused the plants to take over the majority of the tank, leaving very little open space compared to how it started. To push the tank one last step, I ended up adding some root tabs to give the substrate a concentrated boost of nutrients. It was a good way to see how much more colour and size I could get out of the lotuses. Don't get me wrong, I love this tank. I love the way it looks. This was the first time I was actually growing lotuses in general, and it's been a really good experience. I've really enjoyed it, but this was also an experiment and I would like to do more experiments on the channel, so I'm going to be tearing this tank down today. As always, nothing goes to waste on the channel, so because these have gotten so big, I think they deserve to be upgraded to bigger tanks. So one of them is going to be going into the shallow. There's a back section in the shallow tank that needs some filling in because it didn't grow in as much as I liked it to. And the second one is going to be going in the forest tank where it has a bunch of space to develop nicely. So I'm really going to take my time during this next step of pulling the bulbs out of the tank because there's quite a lot of shrimplets, so I'm going to be extra careful. I'm actually really sad to see this setup go because it really looks amazing, but I just know it's going to be better in a bigger tank. Don't know if you guys are going to be able to see how big the root system is on this Tiger Lotus. Like it's taken up all the tank. Oh, that's crazy. So we can see the bulb, which is right here. It's actually grown so much that the whole tank is just a massive mat of roots. So I don't think it was a bad call to break down this tank. Not that it couldn't have survived on the long term, but at one point I think they would have choked themselves out. Jeez. So just for size reference, look how long that is. That's how high. They can grow like so much higher than this. Actually, they can grow up to, I think it's 60 centimeters high, but that's not bad for such a small tank. Right, I'm on a small side quest because I really want to know how long this thing actually is. So I'm going to measure it from the base of the roots. That's 50, yeah, I would say that's like 48 centimeters, roughly. Also, check this out. So if you're wondering what this is, it's not a bulb, it's actually a root tab that I put in, I think it was last month. So you can see how much the roots have just completely latched onto it. So I'm quickly going to close the blinds because I don't think you guys are going to be able to see much. Okay, that's a little better. So what I want to do is I want to plant the Tiger Lotus in the back section on the left, there's a small space where I want to put it. So I think it's going to look good there. It's also going to have space to grow a little bit bigger. So this tank is looking kind of strange. I did a massive trim back a couple of weeks ago and the tank is still recovering. It's doing pretty well, but it still has a long way to go. So that is a lot of roots to be planting. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be cutting them to a decent size, so it's going to be easier to replant. This will regrow with time. Okay, so that's how it's sitting on top. Not too bad. It would need a trim, but I don't want to trim it straight away. I kind of want the Tiger Lotus to have time to adapt to the new tank, to the lighting settings, all that, and then I will probably give it a trim in a couple of weeks. And then you can see it sticking out a little bit of this back section. So I would like it to grow in a little bit more here, but that will happen with time. I've also made such a mess. I've just put aqua salt everywhere, but I will siphon that out a little later. I'm making a massive mess. I'm going to have to water change this tank when I'm done. So we can see that compared to the other one, this one, it's a lot shorter, but there are a lot more leaves. It's a bushier one. So just like the other one, I'm going to cut out a good part of the root system because I won't be able to plant all this. Jeez, it's so big. I might just have to prune this one down a little bit. Okay, so that was an epic fail. It's just too big. There's too many leaves. It looks ridiculous in the shadow. So I'm going to prune it back a little bit. So I'm going to start by pruning back the longest ones. So that's really going to get in the way. Kind of sad to prune this, but I have to do it. Right, so this is everything I've pruned back, which is quite a lot. So this is the size now. It's a little bit more decent, so let's see if it works. The second lotus is planted. It's looking kind of strange right now, but just like the other one, I'm going to leave it for a few days to do its thing. So then they come upwards towards the light, and if I need to trim because there are too many leaves, I will trim back. So the tank is now officially ready for a new plant experiment that is going to be coming really soon on the channel, but That's it for this episode, guys, and I'll see you next week for a new video.